thought I'd try something new, interesting. Who knows? What the heck? Um, Nobody's here yet. Uh, I like to wait for people, but for those of you on replay, thank you. I appreciate you watching this. I hope you have a good time. One never knows with me what kind of time I'm going to have. It's a typical Friday for me. I don't do much. Um, if you're new to the channel and you would like to subscribe, please, well, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell so you'll always know when I upload a new video or go live. I go live every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, like now, and I upload randomly, very randomly. Rebecca, hi, sweetie. How are you feeling? I hope you're okay. I haven't talked to you today. Rochelle, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You missed my intro. I had a cool intro. I made myself a countdown timer. I was for fun. I don't know. I had fun doing it. It was interesting. I have no idea how it's going to come out or how you people see it. Of course, nobody was here to see it. So, oh God, I'm I'm off today. Look at that. Look at that. Completely off. Get over there. They're so stubborn. I'm telling you, they are stubborn. Let's straighten them out. Oh, I love my straightener. I'm so anal. Oh, you went to physical therapy? Physical therapy today, didn't you? Because I did see your video. I'm up to date. Completely. I can't believe they came out with a hung jury first. Cindy Lee, hi. Your diamond painting? Oh, no, that's your name. Never mind. It's definitely one of those nights. But then it's always one of those nights with me. So nothing's changed. Rochelle, I'm working on a mystery diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. It's the Button Eye by Enys Guerrero. And that's why I put a warning in my description. Spoilers. And if you don't want to know what it is or what the colors are or anything, don't watch. It's as simple as that. You're welcome to listen, but don't watch. Um, this is an old one by now. Well, now it's an old one. But hey, don't blame me. All you guys just picked on it, just picked it, and decided for me to go. And isn't it cool, Rebecca? Yeah, it was not easy. Hi, Dawn. It was not easy to do that. I was on Google a lot, watched a lot of YouTube. There's probably an easier way to do it than I did it, but I always choose the complicated way. It seems. Don't ask me why, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. I don't know. I just. Anyway, you reminded me today, Rebecca, that I forgot to pick up the April sampler from diamondpaintingdrills.com. So I went and got it today, and those are colors. They may be Halloween, but to me, they're so spring. They really are spring. They remind me of daffodils and daisies. Tijuana Crafter, hi! Welcome back, everybody who's coming back. What else we got? Dawn, did I say hello to you, Dawn? Let me see. Anyway, I have done as usual, absolutely not. Well, I can't say absolutely nothing this week. I did go for to get blood drawn because I have a doctor's appointment next week, and they wanted to have the blood drawn before I see the doctor. So I went and got my blood drawn so they can analyze it and tell me what I'm doing wrong, how high my cholesterol is, how bad my sugar is. Oh God, I'm afraid what she's going to tell me. That was not too bad. Um, Celebrating Passover. I wouldn't go so far as celebrating Passover, but I'm like the C&E Christians, the ones who go to church on Christmas and Easter, and that's it. I celebrate Hanukkah and Passover. That's it. And it's not really a celebration. We are going over to my brother's house tomorrow uh, for a Passover dinner. To me, it's just an excuse for us, for Lori to cook and for me to eat and see everybody. I mean, it's going to be crowded like it was last time, with three nieces, their husbands, four great nieces, probably a mother or two-in-law, uh, maybe an aunt and uncle, and Dan and I, and Lori and Ricky. Yeah, it's going to be crowded. But as long as Lori and Rick are cooking, I'm happy because they're both good cooks. I hope he makes chopped liver. I haven't had chopped liver in a while. And yes, there will be matzah because that's what you do. You don't eat leavened bread on Passover. And if you've ever seen the Ten Commandments, you know what Passover is. It's always a good time when my family gets together. We always have fun, especially when the embarrassing stories start. And of course, it's the younger ones that we embarrass, my nieces. I love it. I love it. But then, who else am I going to pick on? I don't have kids to pick on. Of course, my great nieces, there'll be stories soon. I think the oldest is what? Three? 3.5? I can't believe it's been so long. I really can't believe it's been so long. Hi, Yvonne. How's my girl doing? Uh, I got my buy me a coffee fixed, if anybody is interested. And I think I even set up memberships. I don't know what I did. I fixed it. And if you want to get the sampler from uh, Diamond Painting Girls Down Under, please use Crafting Journey's link. She's an affiliate and she'll get a tiny commission from it, not a lot. She always takes it out and drills anyway. Right, Rebecca? Yvonne says, had to spend points on that. They expire 6 months. Oh, wow. I got it was $34.99. I got that. I got the gift certificate. I didn't get the candles. No, but I guess I'm going to have to buy something. Has anybody bought anything from, or is going to buy anything from DAC tomorrow? I was looking at the new stuff on Instagram and nothing screamed buy me. Maybe that dragon, but nah, I'm not into dragons. I don't know what I'm into anymore. I'm just into diamond painting. I'm a diamond painting fiend. Nareda! Hi, sweetheart. Nareda's in the house. Nareda's in the house. Okay, I'll shut up. Oh, Rebecca, I hope you are feeling better because, I worry. I'm always worried about my buddy. I worry about all of you when you tell me something's wrong. When I hear that you've been sick, or your husband or your kids have been sick or something, and I feel for you. And I send out positive vibes into the universe in hopes they'll reach you and make things better. Oh, gosh. Anyway, they had a new phlebotomist at my doctor's office. She was just temporary because Rose, my usual girl, took a couple of days off. And Rose knows I'm scared of needles. And I don't want to look, and I hate it when she puts it. I never feel it when she puts the needle in, though. I mean, I really don't. And I told this girl, I said, "Did Rose tell you I'm afraid of needles?" And she said, "Yeah, she did. Don't worry about it. I'll get you on the first." I said, "Well, I hope you get me on the first try because I've been stuck a couple of times before." And she got me first try. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel it. She was good. You should be. I'm sure you are. Therapy is useful, but it's not fun. It's tiring. It's painful, but it's useful. It has its uses. I refuse to go, of course, because I have enough pain in my life. I don't need to give myself more. All right. Any more teas? Do I have any more teas? No, no more teas. Anyway. Yeah. Yvonne says was going to get the dolphins, but the craftable is having mystery boxes. Interesting. No, this black and white mystery painting, which I have to admit, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Looking at black symbols on a white background is so much easier than looking at black and white symbols on colored backgrounds. This is, you may not see the overall picture, but it's so easy to read the symbols. I don't need a light box, light pad. I don't need one. All I need is this light, and I can read it very clearly. So my poor eyes get a break. Mm. Uniquely Yours has a manatee. Ooh, use my link. Don't forget to use my link. I am an affiliate of Uniquely Yours Down Under. Robert! Hi, sweetie! Long time no see. I've been feeling abandoned. My buddies have abandoned me. Okay, no sniveling. Is everybody working on PT? Hi, Wilma Jean. Yeah, please just listen. Don't type unless you're at a stoplight, of course. But don't chat and drive. It just doesn't make sense. How many of these am I going to need? A lot or a little? Oh, a few. So, what have you guys been doing other than BT? What's everybody working on? I know Rebecca's been cross stitching and knitting, crocheting lately. But what have all of you guys been working on? What canvases? Talk to me. I need help. I definitely need help. I'm a little mental. I've just been having how do I explain it? SOS different day. It really is. It's just every day is the same. Except when I went out. I had to go. Ooh, and we got, I don't know if you've ever had the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so good. Rebecca, you have to try it. I'm telling you guys have to try it if you haven't. I mean, imagine bacon, egg, and cheese between two slices of maple flavored pancakes. That's what it's like. It's heaven. And yesterday when I went to get my blood drawn, we got two of them. I got two of them. One for yesterday and one for this morning. I nuked it in the microwave and I had another one this morning. They're just so good. Yvonne is working on an old TSA. Hi, Levin Sparkles. Dawn is working on, you're working on Aquarius. That is one of the prettier ones. I really like that one. I think I got Aries. Did I buy Aries? I don't remember. I think I did. Yvonne's working on an old TSA as the sun sets. A lab and an orange kitten. Oh, how cute. Cindy Lee is taking a break from diamond painting. Yeah, and we've got the mystery DP 2022 coming up. Gypsy Violet. That sounds like a nice one. You're almost done with your custom, Yvonne. Good. Customs can take a while. Jen, who's Jen? Is Jen here? I don't know. Well, all I know is Rebecca got me a painting. It's a 50 by 50. And oh my God, it's got 69 colors. Really, Rebecca? You know I like confetti, but geez, 69 colors in a 50 by 50. That's a lot of color changes. I mean, this is a lot of confetti also, because it's Enys Guerrero. She always does confetti. Like, geez. Oh, no, not yet. Yvonne, she's not here yet. She usually comes in late. And I'm just, I. Becca, help me out here. Yvonne, help me out here. What do I talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? I mean, you gotta want to talk about something, not just hear me yabber on about nothing. I sometimes I don't understand why anybody comes in here because I never have anything really interesting. Well, sometimes I have something interesting to say, but only when I'm given a nudge, a little nudge. And I'm tired. I woke up this morning and tried to go back to sleep, and I couldn't. That ever happened to you? You want to go back to sleep, you close your eyes, and you can't. That's funny. Usually I can. Usually it's very easy for me to go back to sleep, but not today. Today was different. And on Passover, the youngest is supposed to ask, why is this day different from all other days? I'm not sure of the answer, though. I think it's because of, if you've seen the Ten Commandments, you know what Passover is. Passover is not the journey, but it's the days that the last plague was sent to Egypt, killing the firstborn. And anybody, you had to stay inside. If you were Jewish, you were told stay inside. I don't know by who, but by Moses, I guess. And So they stayed aside, and but they were told they had to get out of Egypt. So we eat matzah because it's the bread of haste. Don't have when you're kicked out, you got to leave quickly, and you don't have time to wait for bread to rise and all of that. So you have to, you make flatbread without any leavening. So we're not allowed to eat leavened bread or anything leavened on Passover. Usually, they're at the table. There's a plate that's set, and each thing on the plate has a different meaning. I'm not sure of all. I know there are bitter herbs that represent the bitterness of the trek through the desert that we had to take. Um, I I don't know if there are. There's. I'm curious. Now you're making me curious. Look at that. And I'm a Jew. I'm such a bad Jew, though. I really am. I really am such a bad Jew. Let's see. Passover plate. The Seder plate, because you only have the Seders on the first and second night and the last night. Don't ask me why. There we go. There are 6 items on it. There's Marar and Chazeret. I have no idea what that. Well, these are all. Wait a minute. Not those. Not those. How about in English? No, they're not going to tell you. There's 3 matzahs, but it's not part of the Seder plate. The bitter herbs, which can be anything from fresh romaine lettuce. That's not bitter. Endives. I don't know. Bitter herbs. There's a sweet brown mixture representing the mortar and brick used by the Hebrew slaves to build the storehouses or pyramids of Egypt. And it's traditionally made from chopped nuts, apples, and sweet wine, cinnamon and sweet wine. Harpas is a vegetable other than bitter, representing hope and renewal. And it's dipped into salt water at the beginning of the Seder. We used to have Seders. We actually had Seders on, at my grandmother's house. So we did all of this. We had the Seder plate, and each piece would be talked about. The Zeroah, whatever. Typically a roasted lamb shank or bone, used as the only element of meat, symbolizing the Passover sacrifice. Lamb whose blood was painted on the doorways so that God would pass over them during the 10th plague. A roasted egg. Oh, I remember that one. Symbolizes the festival sacrifice that was offered at the temple, then roasted as part of the meal on Seder. An egg? Okay, whatever. Yeah, back then the Jews used to sacrifice too. But lambs, egg, I don't know. It's a symbol of mourning after funeral. Yeah, weird, really weird. 3 matzah, which are stacked and separated from each other by cloth or napkins. The middle matzah will be broken, and half of it will be put aside for the afakomen. I remember that one. The top and other half of the middle matzah will be used for the blessing over bread, and the bottom will be used for a sandwich. And of course, there's the bowl of salt water for dipping. There are variants. It's really cool. And the head of the family would usually be sitting on a pillow, and under the pillow would be a matzah. Don't ask me why. And whichever kid got to the matzo first got guilt, got money. But you never know when it would be there because this is a long dinner. They were a long dinner. That's right. You got that, narrator. That's it. Uh, the link is still not. You gotta be kidding me, Yvonne. I'm getting upset at that a little bit because it was working fine when I clicked on it, unless I clicked the wrong link. I don't know. Possible? I don't. Let's see. I'm having fun here. Are we having fun there? Whoa, where is it? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Buy me a coffee. Ah, don't tell me again. Does it break every night? Buymeacoffee.com. It's funny, I can get there fine. Buy me a coffee.com slash Misty Sunshine. What the heck? I spelled it wrong. I missed the E. I need to put in another E. Went to the wrong place. I'm trying it by manually. No, it's not. What happened to my link? What happened to my link? My poor link. Why is my link working? Rebecca Devon? Happy late birthday. Aw, that was quite a while ago. I know. I love egg mozzarella. It's really. Oh, Dawn, you're converted to. That's very interesting. It's funny. You got. I'm. 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 I'm going crazy. You just got there, Yvonne. Thank you. Yvonne just donated to me. You're such a sweetie. So how can you? How come you're saying you couldn't get there and the link wasn't working? Though the link didn't work for me either. I gotta fix it. I think I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong. Oh heck with it. Screw it. No big deal. Went to my YouTube pic and went to but isn't it the same as the one down below? I could have sworn it was. Let's see. Where am I? Buy me a coffee. Oh my God. Why didn't you tell me I forgot to put in .com? Okay. No wonder the link didn't work. I'm an idiot. this is what happens when you try to be clever. All this time, I have been, because I copy and paste from my Evernote because I don't want to rewrite all that stuff, and I always want to put in a new opening paragraph, you guys. And I didn't realize that there was no .com. It just said buy me a coffee slash Maggie Sunshine. And I forgot the .com. Oh, yes, thank you so much, Yvonne. You're a sweetheart. My belated birthday gift. Rebecca's got the rest of it, and I don't know. I don't know what to get with it. I don't know if I want a DAC or a uniquely yours down under, or something else entirely. I haven't decided. Funny. When I didn't have the money, there was so many things I wanted. I want this one. I want that one. I want this and this and this. But truth to tell, I have more than enough diamond paintings. Uh, I love to do the unboxings, and I love, everybody loves getting stuff in the mail. But I've got so many that I'm not going to be able to work on them all. And I want to work on many of them. I can never decide which one to start next. That's why you guys chose the mystery painting, which is just so big. You're going to get the manatee? The manatees, I thought it was dolphins. I thought I sworn they were dolphins. Or was the manatee? Yeah, that's dolphin. Wasn't the manatee from last week, I think? No, I don't see a manatee. Is there a manatee? Or are we talking about the manatee at Uniquely Yours? Oh, that's right. Duh. I told you I'm an idiot. Hmm. My brain's not all here. At least I'm not in pain today. I'll say that. It's been a rather pain-free day, which is nice. Always nice. 18 weeks to convert. Wow. I know one other person who converted. But I never learned the what was involved. And I guess when you're older though, and you're taught the traditions and the aspects, religious aspects of Judaism, you remember it better than when you were a kid. When I grew up in a kosher home, hated it. Sorry. I mean, I love my grandmother. Don't get me wrong. I really loved my grandmother. But she overcooked everything: vegetables, chicken, turkey, liver. Ugh. And she just overcooked everything. Um, but she made a great chicken soup and delicious gefilte fish. And her matzo balls, oh, they were perfect. Most people like them soft and fluffy. I don't. I like them hard. It's something you can bite into. But again, it's all a matter of what you grew up with and what you're used to. I guess soft and fluffy will have to do because that's the only kind I can get now, unless I make it myself. And I learned, I think, that the only way to get them hard is to put the mixture in the refrigerator for a while and then roll them into balls and cook them up. But matzo balls are good. Very simple and easy to make. 18 weeks though. Wow. Don't tell me you had to learn Hebrew. I hated Hebrew school. Man, that was such a. Ugh. Every Wednesday, I got off of my regular school, my public school, early, so I could go to the synagogue for a class in Hebrew. I remember Shalom. That's about it. I don't remember anything else that I learned. I mean, yeah, no. I was not a very good Jew. I'm still not a good Jew. I like the traditions. I'm Jewish by tradition. I do enjoy the traditions of Judaism. Hi, Melanie. Um, Passover, Hanukkah, the way we were raised. I was raised to be very tolerant of other people and other lifestyles and other races, other creeds. I was told to be taught to be very tolerant of them. I don't think that was so much the synagogue as it was my grandmother. She was a sweetie. Um, she loved everyone. My mom used to tell me stories about my mother was in her teens when the World War II, and my grandmother would send her down to the main street, the corner, church in Utica, and where all the shops were, and have her bring home a couple of soldiers to give them a home cooked meal. Now you gotta understand, my mother was gorgeous. Who wouldn't go home with her? I mean, come on. Why would you send a young girl out to bring home soldiers for meals? I mean, my grandmother was crazy that way, though. Oh, way to go, Dawn. Yes. Hard matzo balls. And again, I think it's because if they're made right away, they're soft and fluffy. And a lot of people like them that way. I don't know. I like to be able to cut mine with a knife. Like I said, something chewy. But my grandmother was such a generous person. We were not rich. We weren't poor, but we never had money for extras, for frivolous things. I never got a Barbie doll. We never got the expensive toys. Um, we made do with shirts and underwear. And we didn't have the blessing was my grandmother owned her own house because of my grandfather, but this was long past time he died. um we were living with her, and even though we never had a lot of money to spend, we always had what's called a pushka, which is a little tin container that we would put our pennies into to give to the poor, to give to the local um, shelter. And I, she was a remarkable woman. I really have to say that, because, and it was always in the house. I remember it was on the counter right next to the refrigerator. And as we'd come in after playing or going out or something, and she'd say, "Don't forget the pushka." We'd slip our pennies into the little tin container. Um, yeah, it was cool. Like I said, she was a very generous woman, very generous, and I miss her. But like I said, she overcooked everything. It was pathetic. It was really bad. On the other hand, my mother burned water, which is probably why I learned to cook. Self-preservation. My aunt, on the other hand, her eldest child, was a fabulous cook. I mean, fabulous. She could have been a chef. She was so good at everything she made. And of course, we lived in a neighborhood where two other of my relatives, my aunt and my uncle, and their spouses and their kids were a block and a half away from where we lived. They were right across the street from each other. So I always had somebody to play with. My cousin Linda, she was my age, a little bit younger, like a month maybe. But that was the days when you stayed in your neighborhood. You grew up in your neighborhood, you stayed in your neighborhood, you stayed near your family. Um, you know, you didn't move around. My other uncle did move out to Long Island, but that's because he had uh, he married arm candy. Not that he's rich, but I shouldn't say anything bad about her. She was my aunt. We used to call her son of a bunny. Ooh, I'm bad, Mickey. Oh, Cindy Lee, enjoy your dinner. I hope it's good and you like it and everything comes out well. But my childhood was not bad. I mean, even though my father wasn't around, well, he was around, but he lived in Manhattan and we lived in Brooklyn, and he's a very selfish man. That's just the way he was. But even though he wasn't around, I still got raised by two parents. I had my grandmother and my mother. My grandmother stayed home, took care of us. We'd go to school, we'd come home. There was always food on the table. She'd be cooking, she would clean and, pick up after us. Damn, I miss that. And my mother would go to work, and come home exhausted. But she always managed to spend quality time with us on the weekends. We always set at least one day aside where all three of us, my brother, my mother, and I, would play games or talk or watch television. Not that there was much television then. I think there were only 4 channels. The 3 majors and PBS. That was it. And of course the TV was black and white. Damn, I feel old. Crap. Not fair. But I was lucky that way. I think my childhood could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Especially coming from a divorced home. But I was lucky. I had my grandma, I had my mom. My mother was a very conscientious woman. Always, she was taught, like I was taught, to do the right thing. Whatever it is, do the right thing. And you know what's right and what's wrong. You if you're any type of a human being, you know what's wrong and you know what's right. So she did the right thing by giving us quality time together. She never forgot about us. We never saw her during the week because she'd come home from work late and we'd be, in bed by then. But come the weekend, she was all ours. She worked very hard. She was a knit fabric designer. And don't ask me how that works, but she designed stripes. that's about all I can think it was. Seriously, she designed stripes. And some geometric shapes, but basically stripes. Because what else are you going to design on knit fabric? Especially when it's done by machine. It's not that easy. It was, Dawn. There were things that, I complained about, of course. I never did get my Barbie doll. But that's all right. I got I had love. I was raised with love, and I have to admit now that as much as I rebelled back then, and was I a hellion? I was, yeah, I was difficult to handle. I was a difficult child. I made them work. I definitely made them work. Um, but for all of that, I look back and I think, damn, I may not have gone to college, but I'm well educated because my mother taught me how to be curious, how to learn, how to look up things. Oh God, she was a big one to look it up. How do you spell look it up? What is look it up? And yes, we had an encyclopedia and a big dictionary. It was, but that has done me well, especially with the internet, because I really enjoy research. I enjoy, and she also got me into reading. I was not a reader when I was younger. Hi, Vivian. Welcome. How you doing today? But I was not a reader. Actually, she didn't get me into reading. She read constantly. I mean, every night she'd read all the time. That's all she didn't watch that much TV as she read. I don't know what kind of books I never got into books with her, which is strange, but true. On the other hand, my father, who was also a reader, the first book, well, the book that got me into reading was Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange World. I read that book. I got hooked on science fiction, and I got double hooked on reading anything, anything. I mean, I even read the Iliad and the Odyssey, which, that was work. I did it because it's supposed to be a classic, I guess. I don't know. But I never got into Nancy Drew, or any of the Hardy Boys, and I enjoyed Tom Sawyer. That was good, but because I was a bit of a tomboy, but I never got into reading when I was young. I didn't really become that reading fanatic until I was about 16, in my teens, and I read that book, Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land. And I don't know why it stirred such a passion in me for science fiction, because the book is a little bit misogynist. On the other hand, it's not, because while there's a lot of women who walk around in bathing suits and do everything for this guy and everything else, he also says they're smart, capable, aware. They don't have to do what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And, he would raise, I don't know. It was weird. The book itself, in my opinion, is weird, but the premise was fascinating. I mean, that would be cool. And I wanted to be one of those women. Not necessarily waiting hand and foot on in a bathing suit or in a bikini, but I definitely wanted to be that type of woman who had that brain and was capable of doing whatever she wanted to do. Unfortunately, I never followed through. So if I'd gone to college and actually gotten myself a real career rather than just float along the way I did, like I said, I was I was a wild child. And by the time I discovered that I wanted to be that type of woman, I was too old to change. But I still think I am, I look things up for myself. I love to learn. Ask Rebecca. I try to educate. I love technology. I love reading. You learn a lot from books. You learn a lot of history. You learn a lot of mechanics. You learn a lot from books. It may be fiction, but with the good writers, there's always some basis in fact. Asimov and 99 and uh, Ray Bradbury. There's some basis in fact somewhere. So it's cool. Oh, I'm sorry, Dawn. Well, I love you. I will love you. And you can be raised with love now. Vivian's a little tired, but doing good. Work was crazy, always. Yvonne Anne Rice, yes. Stephen King, no. I'm sorry. I read Christine, and that was it. I did not want to uh no, 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 no. Just had to hydrate a little. Yeah, no, I don't like horror. Science fiction, fantasy, romance, mystery, um, some drama if it's good drama, but otherwise, no horror. Especially these psychological horrors, Ooh. Like I said, I read Christine about that car. That made me not want to get in a car for a long time. It did. I swear. It made me a little scared of cars because whoa. It was a good book. I have to, yeah, it was well written, but nope, don't like. I saw The Shining. No, scared the bejesus out of me. And I remember after my divorce, I met this man, and we had talked and everything else, and he decided to take me on a first date to the movies. And I had told him, we had talked about science fiction and horrors and everything else, and I had told him I don't care for that stuff. What did he do? He took me to see The Ring. I don't like paranormal either. Not scary paranormal. I just, who wants to scare themselves? I just, I don't need scary things. I don't need to be scared to raise my adrenaline. Give me some romance. Give me some, hot buds. That'll raise my blood pressure and elevate my adrenaline. Um, Give me good action movies. That'll raise my adrenaline. I don't need to be, I mean, what guy takes a first date to see The Ring? I mean, come on. And I gotta say, I screamed a number of times because I don't like to be scared. I used to be scared very easily. Not so much now. You do get older, you get a little inured to things like that. But I'm telling you, that was a scare. That was a. I had kept my hand over my eyes most of the time. I mean, same thing with Poltergeist. That scared me. I mean, it was a really, compared to the movies today, it was a harmless little paranormal movie, but it was well done, and it scared the bejesus out of me. And I don't know why. people would insist that I watch this stuff. And I always got stuck. I was always overruled. And it was like, no, give me a rom-com, please. Which is probably why I keep Hallmark Channel on all the time in the background. That, and I don't want to put anything else on in case, because I read when I'm relaxing and I have the TV on in the background. I don't want to keep something that might be interesting because it'll take me away from the book, and then I don't get the full gist of the book, and I don't get the full gist of what's on TV when I'm watching. So, though I did see 2 episodes of Loki on Disney Plus. God, that was good. Anybody see Loki? Does anybody have Disney Plus? Damn, I love that channel. But then I've always been a Disney fan. But that series, Loki, that's cool. And of course, it's science fiction fantasy, so it's got all kinds of special effects. I love special effects, but not when they scare me. Like I said, the ring scared with the crab crawling up the wall. No, I can't take that. That gives me nightmares. Thank you, Wilma Jean. Yep, Stephen King gives me nightmares too. No, even Jaws scared me. Although I have a feeling it scared most people because it was so unexpected. And that's what they do. Everything's calm, moving along. It's a nice story. And all of a sudden, bam, something comes up and your heart rate goes up and I know. I'm not a masochist. I don't want to punish myself. But I have been purposely watching some Netflix. I did watch Bridgerton. Excellent. I enjoyed it. Maybe it's because I didn't remember the second book. I did read all the books, but I didn't remember the second book, so it was interesting and fun to me to see this one. To see the last season 2, which is supposed to be based on the second book, and everybody says it didn't stay true to the book. I'm going, well, I don't remember it anyway, but I did enjoy the show. It's just good actors and interesting plot, even though it wasn't true to the author's vision. And I don't understand why they do that. I mean, do you remember with True Blood? It was based on the Sookie Stackhouse books by Charlaine Harris. They were hiding. They were so good. They were very passionate, but they weren't bloody. They weren't graphic. And then HBO comes around and bases this. I mean, even the story changed. At least if they had kept to the storyline, I wouldn't have minded, But no, they had to exaggerate. They had to add characters. They had to, change characters' attitudes, personalities, and it was just no. Sorry. I did enjoy. I'm not going to lie. I did watch every episode. Well, if only for Jason Momoa. I did watch every episode, and I was sad when it went off, but it still, was so far from the books. I loved the books. The books were great. Anybody else read Charlaine Harris? She also does a great mystery series, Aurora Tea Garden. good. She is in a club called, what is it, the murder book club or something like that, or the murder club, and they look at cold cases and try and solve them, but they get involved in new cases, and of course she gets in trouble. It's the typical mystery. Somebody gets murdered. She's got information. The cop doesn't want her involved. But she's curious because she's part of this murder mystery club. So, I mean, typical now. It's well, typical for now. Not then. Not when she wrote the books. They're very original. But I digress. I'm all over the place today, aren't I? I'm really scattered. I'm talking about food, talking about books, talking about holidays, talking about my childhood, talking about Passover. I'm talking. I'm actually talking tonight. It's a miracle. Oh, guys. Hey, Rebecca, you still here, or have I talked your ear off? Because a lot of times she just stays in the background. You know, working and lurking. But I want my buddy to feel better, so it doesn't. I don't mind. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button, though. I mean, well, not that I get many. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I do this for fun. We all know that. I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it to monetize. I don't. I do this because I enjoy it. I like. Oh, I forgot to upload some. I have some new unboxings that I haven't uploaded yet. Guy, you just reminded me. Hey, you don't belong there. You're the wrong color. You guys have to see something. This is funny. This is funny. I'm working on. This is a Diamond Art Club. I have a tray for trash. This is all the trash I found so far. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, well, it's somewhere. I also have a tray for all those drills that hop out and I don't know where to put them. They hop out when I'm pouring in, or when I'm putting them in here, and they just pop out. And then I'll put the color away, and I'll look around and I'll say, oh God, there's another one. There's another way. There's another two. And I will put it into a different trash tray. Look how many pop out on me. And I'm not even halfway done with this painting. I lose a lot. I save them because you never know when you're going to run out of a color. And you're going to have to, all right, where did it go? Why are they what do you call it's missing? The magnets. They just disappear underneath. All I did was lift them up. I should be able to find them again, shouldn't I? Oh, God. You can dress me up. You can't take me out. See, here's one. Oh, I know it's a C because I haven't put C away, but it's just one. I sweep my hand. And look at that. Where did they come from? Yeah, right. Runaway drills. That's I didn't think of that. That's a good name. Runaway drills. And they are. They're runaways. They say, no, mommy, I don't want to go in. And they hop right out. And the problem is, when you're working with a dark painting like this, and dark, you got to constantly swipe it to pick them up. another one. There's another one. You gotta wipe. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. All right, that's it. No more. If anybody wonders why people do this, it's probably to find the runaway drills. It's also to find if any of the drills have not laid flat completely, because you can feel it with your fingers if you're careful enough if something is not completely in line with the others. Though every time I finish a section, I use my handy dandy roller to roll it flat. Because sometimes I put the drills on very lightly. Um, it's sometimes it's hard. I have a hard hand, and I'll put down a drill, and I'll lift it, and I'll stick to the pen, and I'll put it down, I'll lift it, and I'll put it down. So then I have to take it off and tap it lightly, and then lightly place it, and I get it. So, and of course, when you're doing multi placing, there's always a chance that one in the middle will be slightly crooked, and you'll have it's not a pop up, but you'll feel it if you run your hand along the top. Oh, God. Is anybody else talking tonight? I look at that. It's 8:36 already. Whoa. I've been talking a lot tonight. And for everyone who wasn't raised in a loving childhood, I'm sorry. I really, really feel for you. Um, like I said, mine could have been a lot worse, and I'm grateful for what I have. My brother and I don't really get along. We're not really close, but I'm glad I have a brother. Same thing with my younger brother. I mean, he's in Washington, and I haven't talked to him in what, 2 years? And he called me for my birthday this year. Yay! And it was nice. I'm even though I don't know him at all, really, I don't know him. He's still my baby brother, and I still love him, and I'm glad I have family. Some people don't have family, and that makes me sad. So we make this our family. Families, though, consist more of than blood. Oh, Debbie, it's fun. This is fun to do. I'm liking it very much. The mystery painting is easy to read. It's easy to work on. Yeah, it's good. Debbie, hi, Debbie. You're listening while working on my little red dragon crystal canvas art kit. Oh, how cute! A little. I like. I have one crystal canvas. Yeah, it was okay. I like using crystal as highlighting, not for the whole canvas. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Debbie is dying. Debbie W is dying to get that kit, not Debbie Kenworth, who has that kit. Wait, you have a dragon that has a halo? Interesting. Okay, Wilma Jean says, I just came home from a dinner for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, sweetie. I didn't know it was your birthday. My sisters and 3 closest cousins took me out since your birthday is Sunday and everyone's tied up with Easter. That's true. Oh, happy birthday, sweetheart. Oh, that's nice. Birthdays, well, I don't care for birthdays, but other people do. uh it's me again. Just don't mind me. It's I'm just being a regular, normal, everyday Mickey. I can't help it. Ask anyone who talks to me, this is the way I am. I will take the worst possible thing that can happen and try and laugh at it and, you know, make fun of it. Well, not make fun of it, but lighten it up a little bit. Um, which is really weird. I know I'm a weird person. Dang. But then I like weirdos. So, Wilma Jean says today took my granddaughters their birthday presents and played with their farm animal. Aw, that's sweet. Chantel, hi, sweetheart. How you doing? I didn't see you there. Well, you've been here. I'm sure. I'm not going to ask how old you are, Wilma, because it's not nice to ask a woman her age. Okay. I'm sorry. I am getting really tired. Debbie says this month at work, our wellness challenge is laugh out loud. It's not hard. It's not hard. Just fake it till you make it. That's what I said. And now I don't have to fake it. A lot of people think it's fake, but it's not fake. It's just who I am. I like to giggle. I'm a giggle puss. Oh, 55. God, I wish I was 55 again. Oh, that was not a bad age. Oh, well. I think we should start closing this up because it's getting on there. It's, you know. Oh, you just got here, Chantel. Okay. Well, hi. I turned 66 last March, in past March. I just turned 66. Oy vey. My girlfriend, though, and my brother, they both turned 70. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just busting their chops. Oh, Debbie, I was paralegal. I know exactly what you're talking about. Law firms are definitely high stress. They definitely, oh, no, without a doubt. I mean, without a doubt. I loved working in law offices. That's what I did most of my career. I worked in law. I started as a legal secretary, went to legal assistant, studied a little, became a paralegal. Was grandfathered in because there was before there was a paralegal association. And, because I did research, they asked me, "Are you going to the library and look this up? Could you find something on this?" And it was just right. I quit working in a law firm right around when LexisNexis came out. So, they could actually look things up on the computer, which makes life so much easier. I mean, I'm telling you, having all those books in a library, and there are always, because there's always more. I mean, for a whole state. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being a legal assistant or a paralegal. I enjoyed the legal field, and I kept getting asked by by the attorneys I worked with, "Why don't you go to college and become an attorney?" And my answer to them was always, because I like to go home at night and stay home on the weekends. I don't know. I never knew one attorney who didn't work until 7, 8 o'clock at night, if not longer. I didn't know any attorney that didn't work at least part of a weekend. They work their asses off.
8:45 p.m.
Oh,
it's
thank
getting
you.
late.
See, even Alexa says that. I mean, yeah, no. Yeah, Debbie. Oh, mine was too, a sole practitioner. Um, and I worked in a large firm. Trust me, sole practitioner or two people, and that's much better than working in a large firm. Large firm, no, because you get no office politics suck. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, I think we're going to say goodnight for now. Don't forget that DP Addiction Adventures, Jennifer Roberts, J Rob, comes on at 9 right after me. Please go say hello to her for me. Yeah, you're right, Debbie. You're the job of a paralegal secretary is it's hard enough. It's stressful enough. Yeah. Oh, good night, Debbie. No, I would no more long. Well, I don't have to work anymore anyway. Between it being disabled and now, according to Social Security, I'm not disabled anymore. I'm retired. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, guys, thank you for coming. So, thank you so much for being here. And if those of you on replay are still watching, God bless you. You stuck around as long. Don't forget a little self-advertising here. If you would like to donate to the channel, I've got links below for buy me a coffee. You could just buy me a one-time donation, or you can do it on a monthly basis with Patreon. And I think also with buy me a coffee now. I don't know. I forgot if I set it up or not. Uh, anyway, I'm also an affiliate for Uniquely Yours Down Under. You get 10% off if you use my link. Better than nothing. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Just remember to be good, be kind, be nice, stay safe, do what you have to do to keep yourself and others safe. And we all know what that is because we're not in kindergarten anymore. This is my spiel, by the way, in case you're wondering. And until the next time, arrivederci.